4 instances when using MMFs is not ideal. Now, money market funds are ideal for short-term goals, but when it comes to long-term investments, then they may fall short. Here is why. Number one, we have liquidity. MMFs offer easy access to your money, and this seems great until you realize that liquidity may actually work against you. The fact that you can easily dip into your savings anytime may mean that in the long term, you have little remaining in your savings or nothing at all. Number two, we have modest returns that struggle against inflation. Now, MMFs mostly invest in short-term and low-risk investments such as treasury bills and commercial papers. Now, while they offer stable returns, this means that the return rate barely fights inflation. Over time, your money's purchasing power may erode, which make MMFs not a very great choice for long-term investments. Number three, we have limited growth potential. Now, compared to other investment vehicles such as stocks and cryptos, which have a high possibility for growth, MMF offer minimal upside. This is basically the principle of high risks having high rewards and vice versa. Number four, we have lack of diversification. When it comes to long-term investments, it's important to think about diversification by having different investments such as, say, stocks and then assets such as land. And because MMFs mostly focus on low risk and short-term securities, then this means that your money is not diversified. This leaves your portfolio vulnerable to issues such as inflation, currency fluctuations, and economic shifts. Here are some ways you can use MMFs strategically. Number one, we have short-term goals. For example, if you want to go for a vacation in December, then you can start saving in an MMF and you'll gain daily interest, which pushes you further towards your goal. Number two is for an emergency fund. Now, an emergency fund is money that you put aside for unplanned expenses such as losing your job, an accident, or even getting sick. And it makes sense to put this money in an account that you can easily access. So putting it in an MMF is good because you can easily get the money, it's safe, and you still get some interest. Number three, it's for a sinking fund. Now, a sinking fund is money you put aside, say, to get a big purchase in a while, and it makes sense to have this money in a money market fund because you don't risk losing it and you still gain some interest. Finally, we have an upcoming expense. Say you've been saving up to buy a car and now you're ready, but you're not exactly sure when you're going to get the car. Putting that money in a money market fund makes sure that it's accessible to you and it's not losing value. Money254.co.ke has written more about money market funds. Click on the link on our bio to learn.